Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're conducting some more Hyliion Stock Analysis. The stock has hit all-time low after all-time low. So I've got my digging cap on again and I'm going to try and unearth some secrets as to what's going on with Hyliion stock. We've dropped down to $4.80 odd now, and dare I say it, there seems to be a little bit of support there at the $4.80 mark. Touch wood, it's not going to drop too much lower than that, but hey, you never know with this stock, to be fair. Hold on tight guys. There is good news coming. I'm very confident of that, and I'm going to present to you in the video exactly why that is. So let's get in there and let's take a look. Hey guys, welcome. So here we are on the Hyliion landing page, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with. I'm very familiar with looking at that steep downtrend in the stock down to $4.83. It's sort of held steady there today at the $4.83 and has kind of stagnated like that all day. It actually peaked up to $4.93 today before sinking down to $4.67 and then creeping back up a little bit. And the market cap is now $840 million, creeping ever close to that $600 million they hold in cash. Some people are saying that the share price can drop lower than that because look at XL. His market cap is lower than the cash it actually has on hand. But I believe this company has got a better product. It's not just about retrofitting trucks out with e-axles, which is a very good product. I do believe in that as well, but it's all about the Hypertruck ERX, which is coming. I'm absolutely sure of that, and there's been plenty of buying and selling going on all day. So what I actually wanted to talk to you about today guys is the institutional and individual ownership of this company, which is incredibly important going forward. So the first thing I wanted to look at is the breakdown of the company. So we've got other institutional ownership, individual stakeholders and mutual fund holders right here, split out quite evenly. And you can see that the latest institutional activity on the 5th of the 1st was 294 shares bought by State Street Global Advisors, Samsung Asset Management and FMY Capital. And then you can see that the top 10 shareholders here are Vanguard Group, BlackRock, Handelsblatt, BP. Most people are actually increasing their position. There's a couple of people that have sold out, or a couple of companies that have sold out, but most have held firm and actually bought more on their investment. And then same with mutual funds. Vanguard again, all increasing their positions. There's only one on there that hasn't. And when I look at the institutional ownership, that brings me again to the next picture that I wanted to talk about to you today guys. So this is a photo of institutional ownership, or a graph of the institutional ownership in Hyliion stock going forward. And guess what's happened? It only runs to December 2021, so there'll be an update to this coming shortly from Fintel. But look at the institutional ownership just creeping up and up and up, despite the share price coming down. So the institutional ownership is spiking along, and that to me suggests good thing. Analysts are expecting good things further down the line for this company, and it's sort of getting right towards the very bottom now. I genuinely believe that it really can't go too much lower. If it drops another dollar, it will be level with the amount of cash that it has, despite the amount of intellectual property and potential that this company has. And I know a lot of people, as mentioned earlier, will cite XL Holdings as having a market cap lower than the amount of cash that they hold, but their product is simply adding a hybrid axle to multiple different trucks that's out there. It doesn't have the future in mind, such as the Hyliion Hypertruck that does, with the hydrogen side of things coming even further down the line, and the natural gas and the RNG that they're already producing that we've already seen. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about is, obviously we can see what's happened to the share price there. It's 21% down year to date, and we can see the significant dealings here in what Hyliion insiders have done with their shares since holding, and that looks pretty bloody to me, doesn't it? All the way as the stock tracks down over the last 6 months or so, even if you extrapolate out to a year, you can see that insiders have been selling a lot more than they have been buying. And you've got even the big Thomas, the late great, not late, he's not passed yet. We've got the great Thomas Hyliion there. We've got the director. We've got numerous directors all selling shares. But what's happened to the share price since? And yes, they have sold shares in the company, but they own an awful lot of shares in the company. So perhaps Thomas Hyliion just wanted $2 million to buy a house with, or to, you know, buy a nice car or whatever. He's been toiling with this company for years and years and years, so he does deserve some reward. His stake in the company, despite selling 200,000 shares, is still absolutely massive, and it is in his interests, of course, to make this company succeed. But I do agree that it does look very bad when you've got so many shares being sold out and the share price just declining all the way off to sub $5. It's not all bad news though. So you've got some acquires here on the 16th of December, as was covered by other YouTubers. There were some stocks acquired by the Chief Financial Officer, the Chief Operating Officer, and some directors, which is a pretty good sign that they do have confidence in the company going forward, and they're buying up shares on the cheap. So that means that they know that the company is going to succeed in the longer term. And then lastly, we've got some gifted shares. One last buy for the Chief Technology Officer, and then we've got some gifted shares for the Chief Operating Officers and Directors here. So that is important that they keep hold of these shares, because that will mean that they have faith in they'll be able to get more money for those shares later on down the line. I appreciate that the directors of the company will get these gifts as perks for doing their job, and they're obliged to only hold them while they vest for a certain period, and then they can sell them if they want. And some people will do that because they'll see the bonus, they'll want to buy themselves a nice car, they'll want to do whatever they want with that money, and they're entitled to do that as directors of the company for rewards of pushing the company forward. Although a lot of shareholders at the moment will argue, well, where's the value of that, because the share price has done nothing but go poof straight downwards to the floor. So some people will be annoyed about that, but gifting shares is a corporate thing. It's done from like Hyliion sort of company, it's done in penny stocks, it's done right the way through, all the way up to the absolute Goliath such as Tesla and Google. Lots and lots of corporations give shares to their directors, to their executives, as compensation for the work they do. So it's no great surprise to me that Hyliion does this as well. So am I really bothered about this? No, not really. As long as they keep hold of their shares and the institutional ownership keeps spiking upwards, that gives me faith in my due diligence. It should give you faith in your due diligence, if I could speak properly, that the research you've done and the product that this company is going to offer is sound and it will start producing. I understand that there's probably a lot of people out there getting very sweaty under the collar, but like I say, I'm down 50% on this company and I'm still confident, I'm still happy to buy shares in line with the rest of my portfolio, because I don't believe in going all in on one single company. A lot of people have done that with the likes of Tesla, but I do think that that would be a little bit reckless. But take it from me, I'm still happy to average down my position, because I have faith in the company much longer term, and I have faith in the product that has been demonstrated and shown to us. And this truck really could revolutionise the trucking industry. We've heard it before, we'll hear it again, but I really do genuinely have faith in the product, and that is the confidence that you need to be a long-term investor in this company at the moment. Much appreciate you watching the video today, guys. Please hit that like button and do consider subscribing to the channel for more stock picks that are all out there, but Hyliion as well. As an investor, I feel like I'm obliged to provide that through my channel to you guys. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you later.